Is what we see always reality? I'm Jennifer King, and I'm taking a closer look at what we perceive. Let's start with an image. Which yellow line is longer, the top or the bottom? In all reality, my question was misleading, for both of the lines are the same size. This famous optical illusion, called the Ponzo illusion, highlights that not everything we perceive to be true is actually reality. So, how does our brains construct reality? Imagine sitting around a fire. You don't simply smell the fire, rather your brain constructs an experience. The smell of the wood burning along with the sound of the crackling and the sight of the flames. Our brains are constantly taking in an overwhelming amount of sensory information between our five senses, and it's the job of the neurons and synapses to arrange the information into a concise and comprehensive experience. Yet, our brains don't always get it right. When the sensory information presented to your brain doesn't add up, connections between neurons start to fill in the gaps or the blind spots of your perception by making assumptions. This is where optical illusions come into play. They are designed to trick your brain into perceiving something that's not reality. Yet, a simple misinterpretation of an image is nothing to fret about. However, there are more extreme examples, such as when your brain fills in the gaps of no sensory input. A great medical mystery that has confused physicians for centuries is a condition called the Charles Bonnet syndrome. Charles Bonnet was a Swiss philosopher who recorded the strange stories of his blind grandfather claiming he could see. And in fact, he was. Charles Bonnet syndrome is a condition that exists among people who have lost their sight yet experience visual hallucinations. Studies show that the lack of visual input causes the occipital lobe to, in a way, get confused and start to make new connections. fMRIs show that regardless of being blind, the occipital lobe is still being activated. But by what? As illustrated with the example of fire, sensations come together to create a reality. And within the brain, there are crossovers between the nerve pathways of our five senses, similar to an interstate system in a city. So for a person with Charles Bonnet syndrome, the nerve pathways from the occipital lobe begin to reroute with other sensory pathways. This is the brain plasticity that is occurring. So when electrical signals, say from the ears, connects with the occipital lobe pathway, the brain is tricked into thinking it came from the eyes, resulting in a visual hallucination. So the next time you're, doing anything, don't take for granted the way your brain constructs the reality before you.